Right, then I believe that Artur Beterbiev might be done after the two Dmitry Bivol fights that he had, and I feel like it was clear to see in the second fight. I saw for some reason loads of people had the second fight close. I personally thought it was pretty wide in Dmitry Bivol's favour. The first one was close, but I thought Bivol was a little bit hard done by in that first fight. But either way, though, I feel like those two Bivol fights have taken a lot out of Artur Beterbiev, especially the first one as well. I feel like it took a lot out of Artur Beterbiev. And the injuries, I feel like, have taken a lot out of him. I just don't think he's got it. I don't think he's really got it anymore to be the real proper high level guy now. Well, the world champion guy. Of course, he's a high level guy, but the world champion, I don't think he's going to be again. And that is because, we got some like Dmitry Bivol, who's top of the light heavyweight division. But I feel like Bivol knows him too well now to lose a trilogy fight to him. And I feel like Artur Beterbiev, a lot has been taken out of him. Those two Bivol fights especially, that first one as well, and I feel like it was clear to see the second time. And Bivol was easily able to adjust in that second fight. Got something in my bloody eye. I think that for Artur Beterbiev, we all know how big his power is. We all know how great his power is. And he's one of the biggest punchers in the sport, in my opinion. But I don't feel like he's been able to get himself in positions to be able to knock out Dmitry Bivol. And that is because of how good Dmitry Bivol's footwork was in both of those fights. But I also feel like it is because Artur Beterbiev's feet are slower. And I don't think his legs are fully under him like they once were. He's had injuries in the past, and they would have taken a lot out of him. And he's like 41 years of age now, Artur Beterbiev. It's coming to an end for him. It really is coming to an end for Artur Beterbiev now. And honestly, I don't think he has a chance in a rematch against Dmitry Bivol. I really don't think he will win that fight at all. I mean, people might say I'm being a bit harsh here, but I would be really confident going into the trilogy for Dmitry Bivol. I would be really confident for Dmitry Bivol. I feel like Artur Beterbiev's punches have slowed as well. Even when he was offloading combos on Bivol in those two fights, I feel like he seemed a lot slower than usual, in my opinion. I feel like at times in the second fight as well, he was a victim of plodding forward into Dmitry Bivol's shots and not cutting the ring off like what he wanted to do and like what he was able to do at times in that first fight. But I still feel like he's been walking into a few more shots recently than he previously was, and I feel like it is because of his age and the fights that he's been in. And I don't feel like and with Artur Beterbiev in general now, I don't really think there's any massive plan B in his game. I don't think there's any adaptability with him. And, and it's going to be difficult to fully adapt to things now at 40 years of age. It's going to be difficult to adapt to certain things. And I feel like that's what Artur Beterbiev really struggled with in that second fight against Bivol. He struggled to adapt. There was no second plan. And yeah, I don't think it was overly too good for Artur Beterbiev in that fight at all. And, damage that he has taken. I mean, to be fair, Yard was able to get some good, powerful shots through on Artur Beterbiev and land some big ones on him. And, definitely hurt him quite a bit. And at 40 years of age, it's all going to come catching up to you eventually. It's all going to come catching up to you. And that's the thing. I mean, Artur Beterbiev, in my opinion, is one of the best light heavyweights to ever do it. But right now, I don't think he's fully got it in the tank anymore. I really don't. And I feel like it is all coming to an end for Artur Beterbiev, if I'm being completely honest here. I mean, who knows what a match with him and David Benavidez could look like now? What could a fight with those two be like? People would rule Benavidez out, but you can't at all. I feel like just the angle work of Artur Beterbiev has kind of faded a bit as well. He's not as unpredictable as he once was. We've always been able to walk you down. And I don't think he's as relentless as he was like 2-3 years ago. And I feel like that's now a problem with Artur Beterbiev, to be completely honest with you. He's not as relentless as he was. And with someone who's got a style like Artur Beterbiev, I feel like that it's not good if he loses relentlessness while he's in there. I really don't think that's good at all. And I feel like Bivol was really stunning him in that second fight, especially. Bivol was really stunning him. And Bivol's, I think, was planting his feet much more better in that second fight than he was in the first. But Bivol's more of a boxer than he is a puncher. And Artur Beterbiev was affected quite a bit by Dmitry Bivol's power, and that's a big thing, to be completely honest. And I just feel like right now, Artur Beterbiev's style in general, I just don't think is aging all too well, as I've been saying, with his relentlessness, the way he is coming forward, not loads of head movement for Artur Beterbiev, so he's walking into shots. As I said, he's starting to plod more in, and I feel like he's becoming a bit more reckless with his work now. I feel like he's become a lot more reckless with his defense, and a lot of it for Artur Beterbiev is, I've always said, though, throughout the years, that Artur Beterbiev is a underrated overall boxer, but I feel like he's kind of losing that right now, and a lot of Artur Beterbiev's style now is based on his power and not his IQ now, and I feel like that has been clear to see recently. But it's interesting. I feel like the Dmitry Bivol trilogy will tell us a lot. I don't think he wins that fight at all. I don't think he wins the fight. I'm really confident that Dmitry Bivol will win the trilogy. That looks very likely to be made now. And I feel like with Artur Beterbiev, if you can't knock a boxer like Dmitry Bivol out when you've had 2 chances to do that, someone like Dmitry Bivol, who's got some of the best boxing IQ in the sport, who's one of the best movers in the sport, in my opinion, arguably has the best footwork in the sport in Dmitry Bivol. If you can't pin him down and be fully relentless with someone like Bivol, who's so great at being able to adapt and an unbelievable boxer, you're not going to be able to knock him out a third time. And I feel like Beterbiev will be walking into counters more now. That's what I think, and that was in the second fight as well, to be seen. Anyway, that's my opinion on it all. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching.